You probably didn't know this, but YouTube actually has full TV shows you can watch completely free. To find them, go to YouTube, click Movies, and look for a section called Primetime Channels. Primetime channels are officially available in the US, UK, and Canada. But even if you're not in those regions, don't worry. For every show I mention, I'll also tell you exactly where else it's streaming. I checked hundreds of shows to find the 10 best free ones. Stay till the end for a few honorable mentions that were too good to ignore. Number 10, The Edge of Sleep.
I checked every house on the side of the street. Every single one of them died in their sleep. We gotta leave right now.
This post-apocalyptic thriller stars YouTube content creator Markiplier as a security guard who discovers that anyone who sleeps slips into a nightmare and never wakes up. After finishing a night shift, he realizes the world has changed overnight and that staying awake is the only way to survive. With most of the world gone, he joins the few survivors still awake, racing against time to figure out what caused this global nightmare before exhaustion takes over. Edge of Sleep leans heavily on tension, and fans have praised Markiplier's performance, giving the story real weight as it unfolds. Tales from the Void.
Kill him or baby! Anyone miss you?
You guys want to sleep?
This horror anthology adapts stories straight from the No Sleep subreddit, turning personal internet horror posts into live-action episodes. Across 6 different stories, each episode plays out like a first-person confession, starting from a normal situation before things slowly go wrong. There are no recurring characters and no safety net, so every episode stands on its own and often leaves questions unanswered. Tales from the Void treats horror as something quiet and personal, where events unfold without clear explanations and survival isn't guaranteed. Z Nation.
You're looking at the only human known to have survived being bitten by a zombie. His blood carries the antibodies for the ZN1 virus.
This zombie apocalypse series follows a world that's already fallen apart, and at its center is Murphy, the only person known to survive a zombie bite. As he's escorted across the country, every stop turns into another fight for survival, with rival groups, collapsing safe zones, and zombies that behave in unexpected ways. It also mixes non-stop chaos with a main character who's as dangerous to protect as he is to lose. Z Nation runs for 5 seasons and leans fully into wild, over-the-top zombie chaos. Houdini.
When ordinary life shackles us, we need to get away. Get away from boredom, from fear. But not me. Fear is how I know I'm alive.
This one's a spectacular miniseries that follows Harry Houdini, a world-famous escape artist rising to fame through daring stunts, public attention, and relentless ambition. Played by Adrian Brody, this looks past tricks and into the man behind them, from early fascination with magic to the image he carefully builds for the world, a performance that deserved far more recognition for how committed and physical it is. As his fame grows, Houdini becomes deeply involved in espionage and openly battles self-proclaimed psychics and seance performers, putting him at odds with powerful believers and public figures of the era. Houdini is an ambitious and often overlooked project from the History Channel that mixes real history, mystery, and performance into one of its most underrated miniseries. Departure.
They found debris.
No, a survivor. Is our miracle survivor our prime suspect?
This is an interrogation. What are you accusing me of?
It wasn't an accident.
This high-octane conspiracy series follows the mystery of a passenger plane that vanishes over the Atlantic without warning. At the center is Kendra Malley, an aviation investigator pulled into the case as it quickly escalates into a global emergency. As the investigation unfolds, every lead points in a different direction, from mechanical failure to terrorism to something far more deliberate. Departure is a tightly paced mystery that rewards close attention, punishes assumptions, and delivers twists sharp enough to keep even seasoned crime drama viewers second-guessing themselves across its 3 seasons. Wolfblood.
Could someone live and act as a human but actually be a completely different species?
He has parents like us.
Yep, it's wolf blood, not werewolf. We're not monsters.
This British fantasy drama centers on Maddie Smith, a teenager hiding a secret identity as a wolfblood, humans born with ability to transform into wolves. Balancing school life with supernatural instincts, Maddie must suppress heightened senses, control violent transformations, and protect her family from exposure while navigating friendships that grow increasingly dangerous. As rival wolfbloods appear and human suspicion escalates, loyalty fractures, risks multiply, and survival starts demanding harder choices as transformations become harder to control. Wolfblood has 5 seasons and is a grounded coming-of-age story disguised as genre television, using supernatural identity to explore isolation, identity conflict, and the cost of hiding who you are. Mary kills people.
Nothing like staring death in the face to make you feel alive.
We're supposed to be ending suffering, not creating it.
I ended up risking my kid to help a psycho drug dealer.
This original Canadian crime drama follows Mary, a respected ER doctor living a carefully hidden double life. By day, she saves patients in the hospital, and by night, she secretly helps terminally ill people end their suffering on their own terms. As her operation grows, pressure builds from every direction, with police investigations closing in and personal relationships starting to fracture under the weight of her choices. Despite comparisons some viewers make, this isn't trying to compete with Dexter. It's one of the most well-written and well-executed series of its kind, serious in its themes, but grounded enough to work surprisingly well as a family watch. We switch gears from criminal doctors and magicians to full-on chaos with the Goes Wrong show.
You trust me?
I've always looked up to you.
This is a slapstick comedy built around plays that fall apart in every possible way. Each episode parodies a different genre or production style, from period drama to crime television, all framed as live performances that immediately spiral out of control. What makes this TV series stand out is its commitment to practical effects and real physical comedy, with elaborate sets designed specifically to break, collapse, or malfunction on camera in real time. On the number 2 spot, we have what is honestly one of the most underrated true crime series ever made, A Crime to Remember, sitting quietly with extremely strong user reviews despite almost no mainstream hype.
People just couldn't believe anyone would do such a thing. People were vulnerable in a way they had never been before.
This series revisits real crimes from mid-20th century America, recreating cases with period-accurate dramatization, while grounding every episode in documented facts, court records, and original reporting. What makes it stand out is restraint. No sensationalism, no forced twists, just careful reconstruction that lets details, motives, and mistakes speak for themselves. A Crime to Remember doesn't feel like watching true crime content so much as gaining insight into how ordinary lives, social norms, and small decisions can quietly spiral into tragedy. Before I reveal the number 1 spot, we have a few honorary picks that didn't quite make the top 10 but are still absolutely worth checking out, one of them being Taken. If you ever wondered where Ragnar's brother Rollo from Vikings has been all this time, well, actor Clive Standen leads this fast-paced action thriller built around high-intensity missions, constant pressure, and momentum that rarely lets up.
One man against resources of an entire cartel? Who do you think you're dealing with here, Brian? Looking for me? There I am!
Another TV series worth watching is Con Man, a dark comedy created by and starring Alan Tudyk, where he plays a washed-up sci-fi actor desperately trying to stay relevant after being written off a cult show. Con Man leans hard into industry satire, poking fun at fan conventions, ego, and career desperation, while pulling in constant cameos from real genre actors that make it feel self-aware and sharply comedic.
Help me to forget what happened to my village. I burned it down.
Let's switch gears to an action-adventure with Primeval New World, a sci-fi series built around dinosaurs and other prehistoric creatures breaking into modern-day Vancouver. Spinning off from original Primeval, this series pushes harder into action and survival, combining military response teams, scientific chaos, and large-scale creature encounters into a faster, more aggressive format. The show is best described as fun, high-energy concept, science fiction television, delivering straightforward thrills and monster spectacle without pretending to be anything deeper than that.
What the hell do you do for a living? We hunt dinosaurs.
Whatever did this could be coming for us next.
Another series worth watching is The Bible Continues, which shifts focus to the aftermath of the crucifixion and the power vacuum that follows as early followers try to survive under Roman rule. What makes it stand out is tension built around fear, betrayal, and political pressure, giving story weight without relying on miracles or faith-driven speeches.
Your leader had a great following. The authorities murdered him.
Our last honorary pick is The Porter, an interesting period drama set in 1920s North America that follows black railway porters navigating racism, ambition, and survival in a system built against them. The Porter stands out for its historical perspective and character-driven storytelling, mixing personal struggle with larger social change without turning it into a history lesson.
When I hear somebody trying to sell me on a better life, I gotta ask myself, what is so bad about the life they got?
On the prestigious number 1 spot sits Whose Line Is It Anyway?, a comedy series that has captured audiences for decades with lightning-fast improvisation and unmatched performer chemistry. Running across multiple eras with 8 main seasons and countless specials, the show built its legacy on pure skill, where comedians create entire scenes and characters on the spot with no scripts and no safety net. Beyond core cast brilliance, hundreds of celebrity guest stars have appeared across seasons, all required to improvise in real time. What truly sets it apart is timelessness. Episodes remain endlessly rewatchable because humor comes from human instinct, timing, and collaboration, rather than trends or references. Whose Line Is It Anyway? Earns its #1 spot by proving that when talent is real and format simple, comedy doesn't age.
Things you can say about your furniture that you cannot say about your partner.
Found this at a swap meet.
Not as hard as it used to be.
If you enjoy discovering great shows you can watch for free, like the video and subscribe for more lists like this.